Hi, I'm Mark Duclos and welcome along to our week in review here at thedogs.com.au and Greyhound Racing New South Wales. And first up, we'll update you with changes to the $1 Million Chase schedule. Due to the current COVID-19 situation throughout New South Wales, but particularly in Sydney and the surrounding areas, GRNSW has made the decision to delay the start of the series. The first of the heats will now take place at Dubbo on August the 14th, followed by Temora, NOWRA, Bulli, Lismore, Gosford and Wagga. All other dates remain as they were originally scheduled, but Greyhound Racing New South Wales will continue to monitor the situation and advise you of any changes as they come to hand. Be assured that our team at Greyhound Racing New South Wales are working overtime to ensure that we keep racing, but due to government restrictions and the current lockdown in Sydney, some things are totally out of our control and the situation literally changes on a daily basis. Our fundraiser for the late Daryl Albert Gleeson has come to a close, and we thank the many studs which donated services to be auctioned to some of our leading stud dogs. In total, we raised $16,900, and along with $1,000 that was raised by Reggie Gardle and local participants at Casino, we have a grand total of $17,900. The Grafton Greyhound Club has decided that a large proportion of the monies will be distributed to the Gleeson family to offset the funeral costs, whilst the remaining funds will be used to sponsor the Jacaranda Maiden Series, which will be held at Grafton in late October. We've also decided that a small amount will be put aside for participants to enjoy a drink on Albert at Grafton on the day of the final, as we farewell a man who was loved by so many in the greyhound industry. Let's take a look at some of the top performances on the track in recent weeks, and the Group 1 winner Wow has been on fire lately. After setting a new track record at Goulburn over the 440 metres in early July, he then took a length and a half off the 520 metre track record at NOWRA after Banded Ned had created new figures of 29.38 just 1 week earlier.
Coursing 3 deep was Ritzer Donald in 4.39, so he's a sub under the record at this stage as they go to the back. And Wow quickly puts 6 lengths on Winlock on top, 3 off then to Ritzer Donald, 16.64 off the back. And it's Wow flying along in front. Winlock on top's about 10 lengths astern, then Ritzer Donald, he spins for home. Let's have a look at the clock, 29.
And another track record went by the wayside on Saturday morning when Here Comes Joe established new figures over the 340 metres up the Richmond Straight, stopping the clock at 17.36.
Rim and Benji Buttons all collided. Now finding the early lead was Zukov, the inside broken drum. Here comes Joe out wide. Then Bessie Brindle, Ritzer Rain, well back. Benji Buttons almost time. But here comes Joe, got a length and a half. Broken drum, and Joe does it again. Here comes Joe from Broken Drum.
Hot on the heels of Andrew Bell preparing 6 winners at Richmond, leading trainer Jason MACKAY had a day and night to remember at the Gardens last Friday when he led in 5 of the 12 winners. His winning run commenced with the Zipping Garth offspring Zipping Riley and Zipping Maserati scoring over the 5.15 metres. Cool Burbsky continued her terrific form, winning over the 7.15. Opal Model ran a best of meeting 22.66 over the 400. But possibly the best performance came from his last winner, when Impress Shades overcame plenty of trouble to win the top grade sprint.
Racing came out beautifully, Impress Shades. He's going to push up under him at the first corner. Trying to get across from out wide was Mr. Beethoven. And Mr. Beethoven will now go to the lead by 2.5 lengths to Kid Psycho. Up and around them, balancing up again was Impress Shades, and then came Flashing Oscar. Back behind them was Tigress Eye. Ritzer William a long way off the speed, and a break back in behind them, Convoluted. Mr. Beethoven in front. Panda's coming on the outside. Impress Shades.
Steve Kavanagh has put the polish on some great champions during his long career with the collar and lead, and on Saturday night he journeyed from his Pottsville kennels to Ipswich and duly landed the cash in the Young Guns final with Lewis Rumble.
Katanti out wide, comes across to join it. In third spot was Out of Champagne. Nando Sid now goes to fourth. Then we had, after that was Magic Prince. Getting well back in the field was I'm Explosive with Pokey Payout, and Bold Hornet whipped them in. Down the back, Lewis Rumble leads a length and a half to Katanti, who is stalking. Now chasing Lewis Rumble. There's 6 clear from I'm Explosive. Then Nando Sid and Out of Champagne. In the straight, Lewis Rumble in front. Katanti's running a big race. Lewis Rumble in front. Lewis Rumble takes out the Ipswich Young Guns final.
And Metropolitan Racing headed to Dapto on Saturday night, with racing being conducted over all 4 distances of 297, 520, 600 and 729 metres, with Sound of Silence making it 2 wins within 3 nights when he took out the long distance event.
And they're racing now, and he jumped well, Sound of Silence. The favourite will go forward, and he'll lead at the first corner from Dylan's Magic, and Vivace settle down third. They're followed by Zipping Nebraska. She's getting up on the rails, making some ground, and last is Blazing Cartier down past the judge. And it is Sound of Silence in full flight out of the straight. He leads by 4 on Dylan's Magic. Zipping Nebraska. She's starting to wind up, still 7 or 8 off the leader, however, from Blazing Cartier and Vivace. So coming off the back, it's Sound of Silence out by 4 on Dylan's Magic. Zipping Nebraska starting to come with Blazing Cartier. Sound of Silence still a clear leader turning for home. He's in front of Zipping Nebraska, and Sound of Silence all the way. 1 by 3, Zipping Nebraska.
And that's all we have for this week's edition. For all the latest news, fields, form, video previews, and of course, you can watch free live racing by heading to the dogs.com.au website. And don't forget to check our website for any changes to our racing schedule due to the COVID crisis.